Have you ever woken up feeling lost, even before the day began? Have you ever found yourself reacting to everything that appears in front of you? Messages, demands, criticism, frustrations, without feeling like you are truly in control of your own life? If so, you are not alone today. We live in a world where everything seems urgent, but nothing makes sense. We are bombarded by news, social media, other people's expectations and constant pressure. And many times we feel overwhelmed, anxious, unmotivated, as if we were piloting a plane without having learned how to fly. But what if I told you that there is an ancient philosophy tested for centuries that can completely change this reality? A philosophy that was used by Roman generals in battle, by emperors facing crises, and by ordinary men and women who sought to live with more clarity, purpose, and inner strength. That is what we are going to explore here. Stoicism. But not as a simple theory. In this video, you will learn how to apply the most powerful principles of this philosophy directly to your modern life. In just 1 hour, I will show you how to take control of your mind, your emotions, and your decisions, even in the face of chaos. This is the ultimate guide to Stoicism for anyone who wants to stop being a hostage to circumstances and start building a solid, intentional, and unshakable life. So, if you are tired of reacting to events and want to finally act with awareness, discipline, and courage, this video is for you. Let's discover together how to master yourself, which is, in fact, the first step to mastering anything in life. Ready to take control? Let's get started. ****1. Why does Stoicism matter today? ****, have you ever stopped to think why? Even with so much information, connection, and technology at our disposal, many of us feel more lost, anxious, and without control over our own lives. Today we live in a world where everything is fast, but nothing seems to last. We receive thousands of notifications a day. We have unlimited access to human knowledge. We can talk to anyone in the world in seconds, and yet many of us struggle with feelings of emptiness, frustration, constant stress, and a sense that things are always out of our reach. Stoicism is not a magic answer, but it is one of the most powerful philosophies we have for dealing with this reality. Originating in ancient Greece and later developed by the Romans, Stoicism emerged as a practical way to live with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It was practiced by ordinary people, soldiers, statesmen, and even emperors like Marcus Aurelius, who ruled the largest empire in the world while keeping personal diaries about how to maintain calm, discipline, and inner focus. And here's the most important point. Stoicism is not about repressing emotions or pretending that nothing affects you. Quite the opposite. It teaches us to acknowledge our emotions, understand their origins, and consciously choose how we want to respond to them. In today's world, where we are constantly being provoked by criticism on social media, pressures at work, family pressures, and unrealistic expectations, this is more valuable than ever. This video exists because I know that you, like millions of people, are tired of living on the defensive, tired of waking up exhausted before the day has even started, tired of feeling like you have no time for yourself, that your emotions are in charge of your life, and that you are just surviving instead of living with purpose. In the next 60 minutes, I will show you how to change that. We will explore the foundations of Stoicism, how it can be applied to your daily life, and how you can build a mindset strong enough to face any challenge, whether at work, in relationships, or on your journey of self-discovery. You will learn how to distinguish between what you can control and what you can't, how to stay calm even in difficult situations, how to transform adversity into opportunities for growth, how to develop discipline and mental clarity to make better decisions, and much more. This is not just another motivational video. It is a practical, direct, and profound guide for those who want to take control of their own lives. If you are ready to stop reacting to events and start acting consciously, keep watching. The path to a more balanced life starts now. ****2. What is Stoicism? An overview of the philosophy ***. Stoicism is much more than just going through the motions or pretending that nothing affects you. Many people think that being stoic means repressing emotions, not showing weakness, and silently enduring any kind of pressure. But this view is mistaken and even dangerous. In fact, Stoicism is a practical philosophy of life, developed over 2,000 years ago with the goal of helping people live with wisdom, courage, discipline, and emotional clarity. It emerged in ancient Greece around the 3rd century BC, founded by a man named Zeno of Citium, who taught his ideas under a portico in Athens, hence the name Stoicism, coming from stoa, which means portico in Greek. Over time, this philosophy spread throughout the Roman world and was adopted by some of the most influential figures in history. Among the main representatives of Stoicism are Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome and author of the famous book Meditations, where he wrote daily reflections on how to remain calm and fair even when in command of an empire. A freed slave who became one of the greatest teachers of Stoic philosophy, teaching that the only thing we have complete control over is our mind. Seneca, philosopher, writer, and political advisor who dealt with personal and political crises, while maintaining a rational and ethical stance towards life. These men were not superheroes. They faced trauma, loss, betrayal, illness, and failure. What makes them so relevant today is precisely this. They learned to use Stoicism to live with dignity and strength in the midst of life's real difficulties. One of the central lessons of Stoicism is the *** difference between what depends on you and what does not ***. Epictetus summed it up with a powerful phrase, "Nothing belongs to us. Everything is temporary. Our opinion, our desire, our aversion, these are in our power." In other words, things like money, appearance, other people's opinions, external events, all of these are beyond our control. The only place where we can truly decide who we are is within our own mind, and that changes everything. Stoicism is not about denying feelings or hiding pain. It's about understanding your emotions, accepting them, and consciously choosing how we want to act on them. It's a rational, practical, and deeply human philosophy. If you're looking for more balance, self-control, and purpose, understanding the fundamentals of Stoicism can be the first step toward building a more solid and meaningful life. On the next chapter, we'll dive deep into the core problem many face today, the feeling that we are losing control of our own lives. Keep watching because the transformation starts now. **3. Why you need Stoicism, the modern problem of losing control. Imagine this. You wake up, check your phone, and are immediately hit by a barrage of notifications, work messages, demands, alarming news, comments on social media. Within minutes, your mind is already overwhelmed, anxious, angry, or frustrated, and the day hasn't even started. Does this scenario sound familiar? Today, we live in a world where everything seems urgent, but nothing seems to be under our control. We are constantly reacting to messages, to other people's opinions, to crises at work, to conflicts at home, to expectations that were never ours. And with that, we lose something fundamental, control over ourselves. The big modern problem is not the lack of information or opportunities. It is the feeling that we are being carried along by the tide, without clear direction, without awareness of our own choices. Many are living reactive, not proactive lives, and this has a high price. Recent data shows that levels of stress, anxiety, and depression are on the rise globally. According to the World Health Organization, more than 260 million people suffer from anxiety in the world. And one of the main factors, the perception of lack of control over one's own life. Have you ever felt like this? Waking up tired before you even started the day, feeling like you don't have time for yourself, getting stuck in cycles of negative thoughts, reacting emotionally to simple situations just because they are piling up, wanting change but not sure where to start. If so, know that you are not alone, and also know that there is a solution, and it comes from an ancient philosophy that was developed precisely to deal with this type of turbulence. Stoicism. Unlike other philosophical schools of thought that focus solely on thinking, Stoicism is a practical philosophy. It teaches that, although we cannot control what happens outside, we can always decide how we want to respond, and that changes the game completely. Instead of being at the mercy of circumstances, emotions, and external opinions, Stoicism gives us tools to train the mind, master impulsive reactions, and build a solid internal foundation, capable of withstanding the winds of adversity. That is why men like Marcus Aurelius were able to rule empires while remaining calm. That is why Epictetus, even though he was a slave, found inner freedom. That's why today, many high-performance professionals, athletes, military personnel, and entrepreneurs use Stoic principles in everyday life. Stoicism doesn't eliminate problems, it prepares us to face them with clarity, discipline, and purpose. So if you're tired of being dragged along by circumstances, if you want to stop reacting and start acting with intention, keep watching. In the next chapter, we'll explore the 3 fundamental pillars of Stoicism, the foundations that will help you rebuild control of your life. From scratch, the transformation begins. Now, **4, the 3 pillars of Stoicism, inner mastery, acceptance, and discipline. If you want to take control of your life, you need to build a solid foundation. And in Stoicism, that foundation is supported by 3 fundamental pillars: inner mastery, acceptance, and discipline. These 3 pillars are not just abstract concepts, they are practical tools that, when applied daily, can completely transform the way you deal with the challenges of modern life. Let's explore each of them. **1. Inner mastery, the control you really have. The first great teaching of Stoicism is we do not control the external world, but we do have complete control over our thoughts, choices, and reactions. Epictetus summed it up perfectly when he said, things are beyond our control. Our opinions, desires, and aversions are within our power. This means that while you cannot control traffic crises at work, or even the way people act toward you, you can always decide how you will respond. Practicing inner mastery is recognizing this limit and focusing exclusively on what is in your hands. This avoids unnecessary suffering and gives you the clarity to act with purpose. ### 2. Acceptance. Living with serenity in an unchanging world. Acceptance does not mean surrendering or giving up. In Stoicism, acceptance is ***, acknowledging reality as it is, without futile resistance. ***. How many times have you been stuck in frustration over something you couldn't change? A missed opportunity, an unfair criticism, a past mistake. The Stoic understands that some things just won't change, and continuing to fight against them only causes suffering. Instead, he accepts with equanimity and moves forward with strength. Acceptance frees us from bitterness and allows us to use our mental energy where it really matters, in conscious, productive action. ****3. Discipline, the key to building any life you want. ***, without discipline, neither of the other two pillars can hold up. Inner mastery requires self-control. Acceptance requires emotional maturity. Both require consistent practice, and that is only possible with discipline. Discipline is what gets you up early, even when you're tired. It's what keeps you from responding to an angry text in the heat of the moment. It's what keeps you firm in your values, even when everything seems to be conspiring against you. It is built little by little, through small habits, morning meditation, nighttime reflection, healthy routines, and decisions aligned with your principles. When you master these three pillars, something incredible happens. ***, you stop being a hostage to circumstances and become the author of your own life. ***. In the next chapter, we will see how to apply these principles in your daily life with simple but powerful practices. Keep watching, because now it's time to put what you've learned into practice. The journey to taking control of your life continues. ***5. How to apply Stoicism to your daily routine. Simple and effective practices. ***. Now that you understand the three pillars of Stoicism, inner mastery, acceptance, and discipline, it's time to put these principles into practice in your daily life, because, at the end of the day, philosophy only changes lives when it is transformed into consistent action. And the beauty of Stoicism is that it was created to be applied in real life, by normal people facing real challenges. Let's now look at some simple but powerful practices that you can incorporate into your routine to start building a Stoic mindset today. ###1. Morning reflection. Start the day with purpose before you reach for your cell phone. Before you enter the chaos of the internet, set aside 5 minutes to reflect on the day ahead. Ask yourself, what can I do today to stay calm? What are the things that are outside of my control that could arise? How do I want to respond to them? This exercise prepares your mind so that it won't be swept away by the first emotions of the day. It's like a training in rational anticipation. ###***2. Night reflection. End the day with self-knowledge. ***. At the end of the day, before going to bed, do a quick personal analysis. What did I learn today? When did I stay calm? And when did I lose control? What can I improve tomorrow? Marcus Aurelius wrote Meditations entirely as a dialogue with himself. He knew that self-knowledge is power. ***3. Train indifference to opinions other people. ***. Have you ever spent hours worrying about what someone thinks of you? It drains your energy and takes away from your peace of mind. The Stoic understands that we can't control what others think, and we don't need to. Practice healthy indifference daily, listening to helpful feedback, but not allowing outside opinions to define your worth. ***4. Negative visualization. Mentally prepare for the worst. ***. It may seem strange, but one of the most powerful techniques in Stoicism is ***, imagining the worst case scenario. ***. This isn't pessimism, it's preparation. When you mentally prepare yourself to lose something, a job, a relationship, a project, you become more grateful for what you have and stronger if something goes wrong. It's called premeditatio malorum, and it's still used today by athletes, entrepreneurs, and military personnel. #5. Physical activity and personal discipline. The body and mind are connected. A weak body creates a tired mind. An undisciplined body reflects an uncontrolled mind. Start with small physical routines, light exercise, standing up straight, and eating a balanced diet. These simple actions will strengthen your mental resilience. These practices may seem small in isolation, but together they form a routine capable of building an unshakable mindset. And the best part, you don't have to change everything at once. Just choose one practice to start today. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to use Stoicism to deal with difficult emotions, such as anger, anxiety, and fear. Keep watching, because mastering yourself starts with small steps. ***6. Stoicism and emotions. How to manage anger, anxiety, and fear. If you think Stoicism is about not feeling emotions, it's time to think again. In fact, Stoicism doesn't deny emotions. It teaches you how to understand them, manage them, and use them to your advantage. After all, emotions are part of our human nature. The problem is not feeling them. The problem is letting them control your actions, and that's exactly what happens when we are under the control of anger, anxiety, or fear. These emotions are powerful and often lead us to make bad decisions, react impulsively, and suffer unnecessarily, but Stoicism offers an alternative. Mastering yourself, even in the most difficult situations. Number 1. Understand the origin of your emotions. For the Stoics, every emotion arises from an internal judgment about something external. In other words, it is not the facts themselves that shake us. It is what we think about them, Seneca said. We are more hurt by our own opinions than by the real facts. For example, you don't feel anxious about being late for a meeting. You feel anxious because you interpret this delay as a personal failure. The key to controlling emotions is recognizing this difference. The problem is not in the world, it's in the way you interpret it. 2. Techniques to end impulsive reactions when anger strikes, fear grips, or anxiety explodes. The first impulse is to act immediately, but the Stoic knows, the best response is always a conscious choice, Here are some practical techniques based on Stoicism. Pause and breathe. The moment an emotion arises, stop, count to 10, breathe deeply. This alone is enough to prevent automatic responses. Reframe the situation. Ask yourself, does this really matter? What would Epictetus do here? Or how will I see this a year from now? This helps. Reduce emotional intensity. Write down what you feel. Marcus Aurelius wrote letters to himself. Writing down your emotions helps organize your thoughts and separate fact from mental fiction. 3. Train yourself to cope with the worst. One of Stoicism's most powerful tools is negative visualization, premeditatio. When you mentally prepare yourself for the worst-case scenario, you lose your fear of the unknown. If you're afraid of failing a presentation, imagine it going wrong. Then ask yourself, what would I do in that case? More likely than not, the answer will calm your mind and reduce your anxiety. 4. Accept what you can't change. Anxiety often comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Fear, from resistance to reality. Anger, from frustration with what has already happened. Accepting these limits isn't giving up, it's freeing up energy to focus on what really matters. Your conscious response. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean eliminating them. It means not letting them control you. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to apply Stoicism directly to relationships, especially with difficult people. Keep watching because inner strength starts within you, but manifests itself in every area of your life. 7. Stoicism in relationships. Dealing with difficult people. Relationships are one of the most challenging areas of life, whether it's at work, at home, or in your social. That's why understanding how Stoicism can help you deal with difficult people, unfair criticism, and constant conflict is essential to maintaining your peace of mind and strengthening your unshakable mindset. 1. Understand that you don't control people, only your own reaction. One of the central pillars of Stoicism is, you don't control others. Not their opinions, not their behaviors, not their attitudes. What you can always control is how you choose to respond to them. This is liberating, because when you understand that you are not responsible for the emotions, choices, or reactions of others, you stop carrying an unnecessary burden. And this is especially useful when you are faced with a demanding or unfair boss, a passive colleague, a toxic family member, a friend who criticizes without building up, or even a hostile stranger on social media. Remember, the only thing you have control over is your mind and your actions. To practice patience and understanding. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations. We should live not as if we wished to live forever, but with the inevitability of death before us. Thus let us live each day with kindness and generosity. This insight reminds us that everyone has their struggles. Often, difficult people are suffering behind the mask of rudeness, arrogance, or manipulation. Being stoic does not mean being cold or indifferent. It means responding with patience and compassion, even when it is not reciprocated. Don't allow the ignorance or malice of others to rob you of your own inner peace. 3. Respond. Don't react. The difference between reacting and responding is subtle but profound. When you react, you are being dominated by the emotion of the moment. When you respond, you are acting with awareness and purpose. Train yourself to pause before speaking or acting. Use techniques such as counting to 10, taking a deep breath, asking yourself will this serve me in the long run? Or how would Marcus Aurelius or Epictetus act here? That small gap between the stimulus and your response is where the real power lies. 4. Accept that not everyone will like you, and that's okay. Stoicism teaches us to seek virtue, not approval. If you're always trying to please everyone, you'll end up losing touch with your own values. Seneca once said, Asterisk to live honestly is to live as one ought to be, not as the world wants. Asterisk you don't need everyone's approval, you only need your own integrity. Number 5. Use conflict as mental training. Every difficult encounter is an opportunity to practice self-mastery, acceptance, and discipline. See conflict as training for your mental strength. Every unfair criticism is a chance to practice self-control. Every difficult person is a teacher in disguise. Asterisk 8. Stoicism and productivity, fighting mentality and focus on results. Asterisk. Have you ever found yourself procrastinating, even though you knew you had something important to do? Have you ever given up on a project because of a criticism or a small failure? Or maybe you started something with motivation but lost momentum when the initial excitement wore off. If so, know that it's not a lack of talent or intelligence. It's a lack of a productive mindset. And that's where Stoicism comes in as one of the most powerful philosophies for building a fighting mentality, discipline, and a real focus on results. Number 1. Eliminate distractions with inner clarity. Stoicism teaches that you don't control the external world, but you do control your mind. And that's key to combating modern distractions: social media, constant notifications, pointless chatter, empty entertainment. When you internalize this principle, you start asking yourself, does it really matter? Am I wasting my time on things that don't depend on me? This mental clarity allows you to focus your energy only on what's essential, and that's what separates the highly productive from the chronically busy. ***2. The courage to take on difficult tasks. True productivity isn't about getting a lot done, it's about doing the hard stuff, and that takes courage. The courage to tackle complex tasks, to deal with negative feedback, to push against the inertia of procrastination. The Stoics understood that growth comes from conscious effort, not ease. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "I have no right to an easy life, have a right to a life of integrity." When you adopt this mindset, it becomes an act of virtue, not just obligation, to stop running away from difficult tasks. ***3. Consistency over motivation. Most people live on a motivation roller coaster. One day they're full of energy, the next they're completely paralyzed. The Stoic knows that consistency is more important than the emotion of the moment. Epictetus said, "Do not promise great things. Limit yourself to what you can do. It is possible, and do it with determination." Being productive is not about perfect days or marathon work sessions. It is about taking small steps every day, even on bad days, because it is on those days that true strength is built. Number 4. Persistence in the face of failure in the productive journey. Failures are inevitable. Projects fail, goals are missed, plans change. What defines success is not never making a mistake, it is how you respond afterward. Stoicism teaches us to accept what we cannot change and move forward with courage. Seneca once said, "It is not the wise man who avoids storms, it is the one who learns to navigate them." Training this resilience completely changes your relationship with failure. You stop seeing it as an end and start seeing it as part of the journey. #5. Self-control as the foundation for high performance. Ultimately, high productivity only exists with self-control. Control over the mind, over impulses, over time, and over daily choices. And that's exactly what Stoicism offers. A solid foundation for building a powerful, sustainable, and transformative routine. By mastering yourself, you can master any goal you set your mind to achieve. ***9. Personal transformation. How Stoicism changes your mindset for the long term. Stoicism is not a quick fix or a one-time self-help technique. It's an ongoing path of personal transformation, a deep, lasting way of seeing life, responding to challenges, and building a stronger, more aware, and balanced self. When you begin to practice the principles of Stoicism in mastery, acceptance, and discipline, they begin to shape your mind like water carving stone, slowly but with lasting impact. Number 1. From control to serenity, the inner evolution. At first, Stoicism may seem difficult. You try to apply the techniques, but you still find yourself reacting emotionally, losing your temper, or feeling overwhelmed. But over time, something changes. You start to recognize patterns. You understand your emotions better. You become slower to judge, quicker to reflect. And, most importantly, you learn to remain calm, even when everything around you seems chaotic. This internal evolution is the heart of personal transformation. It's not about suppressing feelings. It's about learning to consciously choose how you want to live with them. ***2. From reactivity to proactivity, taking charge of your life. Most people live on the defensive, reacting to every piece of news, criticism, problem, or expectation of others. The Stoic, on the other hand, lives with purpose. He understands that he doesn't control the world, but he does control his choices, and that makes all the difference. Over time, you'll find that you spend less time worrying about what you can't change and more time taking action on what really matters. This is what we call a proactive mindset, and it's one of the biggest advantages of adopting Stoicism as your lifestyle. Life. Number 3. From chaos to clarity, a new perspective on life over time. Stoicism doesn't just help you deal with problems, it changes your perspective on life itself. You begin to see obstacles as opportunities for growth. You begin to value the essential and ignore the superfluous. You understand that many of the things you suffered from before were just mental interpretations and not absolute realities. This brings clarity, and clarity creates peace. Peace creates power, and power creates conscious choices, intelligent decisions, and a life with meaning. ***4. From yesterday's self to tomorrow's self. Continuous growth. Stoicism doesn't promise perfection. It promises constant progress. One day at a time, one choice at a time. Marcus Aurelius wrote daily to remind himself of his values. Epictetus taught that freedom comes from within. Seneca warned about the dangers of distraction and vanity. They knew that true transformation only comes with practice consistent. That's why Stoicism isn't something you learn and that's it. It's something you live, practice, and improve every day. ***5. Real impact on every aspect of your life. This unshakable mindset directly impacts your relationships. You become more patient, understanding, and thoughtful. Your career, you develop resilience, focus, and work ethic. Your mental health, you build a solid foundation of self-control and clarity. Your personal life, you live with more purpose, gratitude, and integrity. That's the true promise of Stoicism. Not just taking control of your life, but becoming its author. And now, with everything you've learned so far, this journey doesn't have to end. It can just begin. In the next chapter, we'll wrap up this guide with a motivational message and a powerful call to action. Keep watching because real change starts with the decision to do things differently from now on. *10. Conclusion and call to action. Be the author of your life. We've reached the end of this guide, but we're really just getting started. Because this video wasn't just a lesson in ancient philosophy, it was an invitation, a call for you to awaken to a more conscious, more balanced, and more powerful life. Stoicism isn't something you learn and forget. It's a daily practice, a constant choice to take control of your mind, your emotions, and your actions even when the world seems to be conspiring against you. And if you've made it this far, congratulations. It already shows that you have a genuine desire to change, to grow, to live better. Now. The decision is yours. You can simply close this video and go about your daily routine. Go back to reacting to events, feeling overwhelmed, letting emotions and circumstances control your life. Or you can decide right now that you're going to start acting differently. Who will apply at least one of the practices we show? Who will invest time in themselves, in their self-control, in their mindset? Because mastering yourself is the first step to mastering anything in life. This is the turning point. Many people watch videos like this, feel a momentary injection of motivation, and then nothing changes. But you can be different. You can take this information, apply it, and build a new reality. One where you wake up with clarity, act with purpose, and sleep with peace of mind. You can use Stoicism as a tool to overcome emotional crises, face professional challenges with courage, improve your relationships, and, above all, regain control of your own life. Share this with those who need it. If you identified with what you saw, you probably know someone who also needs to hear this. A friend who is always stressed, a family member who loses their temper easily, a colleague who is losing focus at work. That's knowledge is power, and power only becomes useful when it is shared. So if this video touched you, leave a like, activate the bell, share it with someone who needs it, and, if you can, leave in the comments. What is the first change you will make from what you learned today? The journey continues. Remember, you don't have to change everything at once. Just start. Choose a technique. Practice it for 7 days. Then, choose another. Over time, these small steps will take you far. And if you want to continue this journey, take the opportunity to watch the full video, explore other content on personal development, and continue seeking growth every day. Because at the end of the day, Stoicism is not about being perfect. It is about being a little better each day than yesterday. And that is enough to transform your life. Thanks for watching. And now, it's time to act. 11. Inspiring stories. How ordinary people transformed their lives with Stoicism. Stoicism is not a philosophy only for emperors, generals, or great thinkers of antiquity. It is a powerful tool for anyone who wants to live with greater clarity, courage, and purpose. Over the years, many ordinary people, men and women facing the challenges of modern life, have found Stoicism to be a path to personal transformation, and their stories can inspire you to follow the same path. **** Story 1. The overworked professional who rediscovered focus. *** Joe was a marketing professional in São Paulo, working under constant pressure, demands, and tight deadlines. He suffered from anxiety, irritability, and insomnia. Each day seemed to be a battle against time and emotions, until by chance he read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. The quote that resonated with him the most was, **You have power over your mind, not over external events. Recognize that, and you will find strength." This caused Joe to completely rethink his approach to work. He began practicing morning meditation, establishing clear boundaries between his personal and professional life, and responding to criticism calmly instead of reacting impulsively. Today, he says that Stoicism changed his career and his mental health, not because it eliminated his problems, but because it taught him to deal with them differently. Story 2. The single mom who found peace in the storm. Carla is a single mother of 2, works full-time and still goes to college at night. There were days when she felt completely overwhelmed by the weight of her responsibilities. She discovered Stoicism through a podcast and became fascinated with the concept of inner mastery. She began implementing small daily practices, mindful breathing, reflective writing, and intentional pauses before reacting to stressful situations. Over time, Carla realized that she couldn't control everything that happened at home or at work, but she could harvest how I wanted to respond. This brought peace, patience, and more emotional energy to deal with everyday life. **** Story 3. The athlete who overcame injuries with a stoic mentality. ***. Raphael was a promising athlete until he suffered a serious injury that kept him out of training for months. The frustration, insecurity, and fear of never returning to the top almost led him to abandon the sport. It was then that a friend recommended Seneca to him, especially the book on the constancy of the soul. Raphael learned that true strength does not lie in the absence of difficulties, but in the ability to remain calm in the face of them. He began to see recovery as part of the process, and not as an obstacle. Today, he has not only returned to training, but also uses Stoicism as a mental foundation for all the challenges he faces. ***. Why do these stories matter? ***. These are just a few of thousands of real stories. They show that Stoicism isn't something distant or elitist. It's a practical, accessible, and deeply human philosophy. And most importantly, if it worked for them, it can work for you too. In the next chapter, we'll explore specific tools and practical routines you can implement today to start building a Stoic mindset into your daily life. Keep watching, because the journey to taking control of your life begins with a single decision. Start now. **12. Practical tools, routines, exercises, and resources to get you started today. ***. Now that you've understood the fundamentals of Stoicism and seen how it can transform lives, it's time to put it all into practice. In this chapter, I'll share with you concrete tools, simple routines, and daily exercises that you can start implementing right away. No fuss, no philosophical jargon, just real action. ***1. The Stoic morning routine, 5 minutes a day. Starting your day off right completely changes the course of the following hours. Here's a quick and effective routine. Mindful breathing, 1 minute. Breathe deeply, filling your abdomen for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat 5 times. Daily reflection, 2 minutes. Ask yourself, what can I do today to stay calm? What are the things outside of my control that could arise? How do I want to respond to them? Statement of intention, 2 minutes. Say out loud or write down a sentence that defines your mental state for the day. Example, today, I will act with awareness, discipline, and respect. ***. The Stoic evening routine, 5 minutes a day. Ending your day with self-awareness strengthens your mind and prepares you for tomorrow. Daily review, 3 minutes. What did I learn today? When did I stay calm, and where did I lose control? What can I improve tomorrow? Rational gratitude, 2 minutes. List 3 things you are grateful for, not just feelings, but rational reasons for appreciating them. ***. 3. Negative visualization exercise, premeditatio malorum ***. Every week, take 5 minutes to imagine the worst-case scenario regarding a project, relationship, or goal. Then ask yourself, if that happened, what would I do? What would I actually lose? How would I recover? This exercise reduces anxiety and increases your emotional resilience. For letter to yourself, inspired by Marcus Aurelius. Once a week, write a short letter to yourself. It can be about a current problem, a difficult decision, a moment of doubt, Use the language of a wise and rational friend, as Marcus Aurelius spoke to himself in Meditations. Read this letter after a few days. Often, the answer was inside you all along. Number 5. Internal control list. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, take a piece of paper and divide it into 2 columns. Things out of my control, things within my control. Other people's opinions, my choices, traffic, my reaction, economic crises, my behavior. This helps you focus on what really matters, your own conscious action. *6. Reading and study recommendations ** to deepen your knowledge. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Epictetus Handbook by Epictetus on the constancy of the soul. By Seneca, How to be a Stoic by Massimo Pigliucci. Channels and podcasts about personal development and Stoic philosophy *****. 7. Final tip: choose a practice and do it for 7 days ***. Don't try to change everything at once. Choose a technique from this list and practice it for 7 days in a row. Then, evaluate how you felt. Most people notice a significant change after this period. Mastering yourself is an ongoing process, but it starts with the first action. And now, with these tools, you have everything you need to get started. If you've made it this far, congratulations. It shows that you're willing to grow, learn, and take control of your life. And that's the first step to any real transformation. I hope this video has given you more than just knowledge. I hope it's given you practical tools to live with more clarity, courage, and discipline. Stoicism is not a philosophy of the past, it's a powerful tool for the present. And if you decide to apply it, it can completely change the way you face life's challenges, emotions, and choices. Now, I want to invite you to be part of this journey. Click like if this content made sense to you and brought you some real value. Leave a comment with the main change you're going to make starting today. Your answer may inspire others. Turn on the bell and follow this channel, because we will continue to bring you deep, direct, and transformative content like this. Share with someone who needs to hear this, maybe a stressed friend, an overwhelmed family member, or someone who is looking for more balance in life. This was the ultimate 1-hour guide to Stoicism. Take control of your life, but your journey does not end here. On the contrary, it is just beginning. Remember, true power is not in the circumstances, but in how you choose to respond to them. And now, with everything you have learned, the only thing left is to take action. Thanks for watching, and above all, don't put off until tomorrow what you can start practicing today. See you in the next video.